The big night.
I know, I love the big guys next to me. So thank you, Tom, and thank you everybody for coming tonight. It's such a wonderful opportunity to get to tell you about myself and hi, Trish Murphy, and why I would be honored to have to serve as your selectman. As Tom mentioned, I've been involved with the library for a long time. On my third term as a library trustee, and we're just finishing up the renovation. And I hope everybody's had a chance. I know everybody in this room probably has been to the library, but if you haven't by this late chance, please go see it. During this project, I learned an awful lot of things which I think make me the strongest candidate for this special election. I learned that our towns and committees, boards are made up of extraordinary, dedicated people that volunteer their time and do amazing work for our town. I learned that our resources are finite and that our Board of Selectmen must work hard to ensure that we make choices for our community that are the best use of our time and our money and our talent. And I learned that even really good ideas, you need to research them, you need the dedication, and you need persistence to get them to come to fruition. Anybody that's worked on a town board knows that you can have the best idea in the world, but you need a team. That I got to do that with the library, and I'd like to do it with other projects in town. Throughout the project, I was reminded again and again about how special this particular community is and how beautiful it is that we all really come together to work on things when it's important. And this election is incredibly important. It's a special election, but whoever's elected will help us pick the next town administrator very shortly. And this is critical. The town administrator not only oversees 200 employees and a budget of $70 million of our money, they are responsible to advise the Board of Selectmen on every aspect of our town business. And I know our employees and I know our board members. I know what their strengths and I know what their weaknesses are, and after working so closely with them in the library. And I want to make sure that whomever we hire can support these people, can engage all of us and inform us about our town's activities, and they will reflect the values that we all support in this community. Our town is also hiring, and I don't know, some people, unless you're wonky like I am, don't know that we're also looking for a town planner, and we just hired an actually exceptional new position, Director of Planning and Development. So we are right now, with these 3 positions changing guard in our town, we have this unique moment where we can really look to refocus our strategy to defend Scituate from overdevelopment, to plan for managing our depleting resources, and to create a plan that will enhance our community for generations, like Tom alluded to. We are at a point where we can really wrap around it to make choices. And I believe that my education in urban and regional planning gives me unique skills to help direct the board on those very complicated choices. My experience in commercial real estate finance will bring skills that will help us look creatively at how we're going to finance the investments we have to make. And my respect for the employees and the volunteer boards will allow me to work collaboratively to seek solutions to problems as they arise. And they always arise, but that's part of the job. If I'm elected this Saturday, 3 days, 2 hours, and 44 minutes from now, the office is only for an hour. It's only for a year and a half. As you know, it's to fill in for selectmen who resign. In that time, which is not a lot of time in the civic world, but in that time, I think that we can launch some really good initiatives. And I'm going to give you just a sample of some of the things I have in mind that we have to do. The first thing is we need to take a fresh look at our master plan. We've just completed an awful lot of things that were on our master plan. But we need to determine the most cost-effective way to approach the whole Old Gate site, the current town hall, Central Park, and look at that holistically together. And in that discussion, we have to find the right location for our senior center and additional playing fields. It has to be part of that discussion. But I'd like to see it all done at once, and so we all know what we're getting into, not just piecemeal. We need to improve communication with town hall and the community, and I think that the next step, and an easy step for that, is to assign one person as a communication representative. This speaks to my background in public relations. We need somebody that will be the point person that will update all of the, I mean, very simply, go on the website and update the boards and committees, as you know, if they're out of date, and so if you want to reach somebody, it's very difficult. That's a simple thing that will improve engagement, will improve communication, and improve trust in how we are governed. And it will enhance transparency for the town hall. And the other thing I would like to do is I really want to dig in and find out how we can turn the Community Harbor Building into a visitor center that will have outdoor public space, that we can all enjoy the harbor. We can have a visitor center and some rentable space in the building. And if we do those things, we'll increase tourism and also generate income for our town. During the course of this campaign, I have had an opportunity to speak to literally hundreds of residents, boards, members and employees. And I have to tell you, we have, I mean, there's a lot of people in this room that serve on these boards, unbelievable talent and dedication to our town. Together, we can face many of the challenges in our town. It's my strong belief that the responsibility of the Board of Selectmen is to identify people who can help solve a problem and then give them the tools to get the job done. I've demonstrated with my library experience and other civic work that I can build coalitions and I can find creative solutions. The board must strategically fulfill investments so we don't overburden people with unending tax increases. We have to be creative. And the board must have the strength to lead the community with a vision for long-term impact on the choices we make. There are a bunch of topics, obviously, that I haven't talked about, and I'd be happy to address any questions that you guys have. But let me just close by saying the reason I'm doing this is I love this town, and I want to be part of being able to ensure that she has a bright future. I have the experience, the dedication, and the passion to do the job, and I would be honored to represent you on the board. No matter what happens to my candidacy on Saturday, if we can knock the block off of participation and engagement in the town, then we have done a great thing. I would like to be in that seat on Sunday morning, but let's get everybody out to vote and get them educated about what their choices are. So thank you all for coming, and please eat all